Tennessee signing day is finally here. Wake up and smell the greatness of Team 120. I'm Maddy Glab. I'll be your host. Welcome into Day 8 of our NCAA College World Series coverage. We are so close to crowning a national champion. One game left, though, tonight to decide who will play Arkansas in the final series. I'm your host, Maddy Glab, and I'm joined by Eric Sorensen from D1 Baseball. Eric, thank you for being on with us today. Today's show is from a pretty cool location, very unique. We're on a rooftop across the street from TD Ameritrade Park, and what makes this location so cool is that there are 4 chairs here from the original Johnny Rosenblatt Stadium. This is the film room, a segment where we're going to break down the X's and O's, a different concept each week. This week we're talking about a fast offensive line. Tennessee made it official today, announcing the hire of Jeremy Pruitt as the new head coach of the Tennessee football team. Where is the perfect place for the ball to go when you're snapping?
The perfect
Where do you like to catch it at?
Is right here on the right hip.
Admiral Schofield got to spend 12 days in Vietnam this summer for a service and leadership trip with fellow student athletes as part of a Vol Leaders program, which is a year-long class where student athletes learn leadership and service skills and then get to test out those skills with a trip overseas. Admiral says it taught him a lot about having confidence in his leadership skills.
Arkansas is 1 win away from their first national title after beating Oregon State 4-1 last night. They took the series lead. Oregon State is going to have to win 2 more times if they want to earn that national championship. Pitching a big storyline in last night's game, we saw Arkansas struck out a combined 11 batters. Oregon State struck out a combined 16 batters. Oregon State went into this game batting .351, scoring almost 10 runs a game in this College World Series tournament, but Arkansas was able to limit them to just 1 run thanks to Blaine Knight and company. Why was pitching so important in last night's Game 1? With a rockin' house and a prepared Tennessee team, the game turned out as a statement win for Rick Barnes and his coaching staff. Instead of the top 5 plays, we're going to look at the top 10 because the game was just too dang good. Number 10, Kevin Punter Jr. with the inbounds play. Robert Hubbs III comes flying into the paint. Number 9, Punter drives to the hoop, gets knocked down a little bit here, loses a shoe, and says, whatever, I'm just going to keep playing. It's all good. So the 4-3, that's a base defense. You got your Mike, you got your Sam, you got your Will. Arkansas is straight up scary 1 through 9. You can get anything from those guys. How does that affect Florida tonight? Maddy Glab here with this week's Tennessee Take. Many wondering where the game will be played this weekend with Hurricane Irma in Florida. Head coach Butch Jones says the team will go through the week planning to play in Gainesville. How does it feel to be back in Knoxville, visiting as a now NFL quarterback on your bye week? The College World Series is such a great experience for so many fans and players, but today is significant for the fathers and their children. Omaha is a place where dads bring their sons to watch the best of the best play from these seats. Players participating in this year's World Series say there's nothing that compares to having your best friend, your dad, watch from the stands of TD Ameritrade Park.
James, you have been transitioning into a new role this season at Howard. You were a scorer. Here you're in charge of getting the ball to other people. 10 assists on the night. How has that transition been?
You got 2 back. I know you got a free safety, you got a strong safety. It's 5 under zone. You were a school janitor for part of your life.
Yeah.
How did you get that job? What was it like? The Tennessee basketball coaching staff uses film as a huge tool when it comes to teaching. Every game is filmed, but what fans might not know is that Coach Barnes likes every practice filmed too. We're going to talk to video coordinator Riley Davis about why this method works for Tennessee. Shed light to the process of going through an injury and just how tough it is mentally. I mean, taking yourself out of a game that you love to play. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Players from Team 121 are starting to file into Smokies for their first meal of the day.
Coach Barnes is known for his tough practices, his tough love, but he's also known for his availability to his players. When he got hired on at Tennessee, he decided to ditch his regular office and set up in Pratt Pavilion, their practice facility. The players say when they come in pre-practice, he's always there, and it sets the standard for the players to be in the gym as much as they can. But more importantly, he wants to be with them every step of the way. He'll say, I'm raising these players to be better athletes, but I really want them to be better people when they graduate from Tennessee. Junior Mimi Jackson has started every game this season because of her defensive efforts. She leads the team going into this game with 12 steals, and Coach Warwick says She has loved Mimi's effort and focus and maturation so far this year. She says Mimi is capable of shutting down anybody's best player and that the team feeds off her energy on the court. She says she's the anchor on defense. Coach Warlick, no turnovers, 10 assists, 8 steals in the first half. What are you liking out of your team?
Well, I like the no turnovers, I promise you that.
When you look at this still shot, what do you see?
I see the box is pretty stacked. I'm going to let it fly if I'm Dobbs.